Hi guys, it's Kelly at Coffee Sunshine Paper, and I am here with some undecorated journals that are going to go into the shop. And I thought I would flip through a couple so you could see what they look like inside, in case you want to buy but you're not really sure what I mean by undecorated journal. So I will link this video to the listing, and yeah, let's dig in and take a look inside some of these. So I think I mentioned in the last video that I went to my first kind of like a show, you know, where I put the books out there on a table and tried to sell some. And the 2 weeks leading up to that event, I made a few. So that's what I'm going to put in the shop now, since they didn't go that day. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show you like the typical what's going on inside. I usually try to include the copyright kind of page, so you guys can have that. So typical stuff. If you have watched my videos, you have probably seen these papers before. Each of these journals that I'm going to show you in the beginning are 3 signatures with 9 papers folded over. So 9 times 4, 36. So 36 times 3 fronts and backs. Okay, so a lot of writing spaces, a lot of pretty pages, so it's a mix. So if you're just getting into this and you don't know if you want to write or tape or glue or paint or you know, use the stickers or just kind of keep track of your day, you know, maybe you just don't know. So it's a mix. And so this one, this is just kind of the typical papers. I didn't put like this little envelope I added in because for some reason this first signature was only 8 papers folded over. So I thought I'd throw in a couple envelopes just to make it, you know, the proper 9. And so here's the other side of that one. So 9 in this one, and this is the second one. And again, you've probably seen these papers before if you've watched my videos. It's just kind of my current stash, you know, like it goes in cycles. I'll show you one that doesn't have these papers in, so you can see what a couple years can do to your stash. So it's just kind of totally different, but you know, same themes. The coffee dye, the floral. There's always floral and birds and math and maps, things like that. So there's one, and I'll just do a couple, but I just kind of wanted to give you a peek inside. Let me show you the different ones. So like I said, there's a number of them that are 3 signatures with 9 folded papers, right? But this one I put in 4 because there was room, right? It's got this bigger spine. So if you're interested in this one, it's the same papers that you saw before. Some are a little different, right? Like I don't think I put in, what did I just see? Yeah, there's a couple that are switched in and out. And of course, even if it's like the same book, you know, they all have maybe an art page from this book. All the art's different. So, and obviously coffee dyed is going to be different too. I mean, they're all just different pages, but from the same books. So again, Reader's Digest, this one is 4 signatures. That's what makes this one a little different than the rest of the group. This one's a little different than the rest of the group too, because it's so small and I only had room for 2 signatures. But again, same types of pages and papers. And you know, maybe this is a good one if you have not done junk journaling and you kind of want to get into it because it's small. And again, just like with my other journals that I've put on the videos, I try to keep the signature strings longer, so you can add beads and charms or whatever, or you just cut them down. If you don't want them long, they're in your way, cut them down. But I'm just tucking them in as I'm showing. Okay. So another one that's a little different is this one. It's a little bigger, but it's still 3 signatures, but they're 11 pages. And this is from a different kind of rotation of papers. This is an older group of papers that I had, and so it's not going to look kind of like the rest of them, even though same themes, right? There's map and there's coffee dyed and floral, botanical. but it's just kind of a different group of papers. So I just kind of wanted to show that one. And like I said, still 3 signatures, but this one has 11, so it's more pages. There it is. Get in the middle here. But I love the plain I know the decorative covers are lovely too, but the plain covers are so fun because really it's like a canvas, right? You can you know, if you have some pretty fabric or something, maybe you want to put on some fabric scraps, or maybe you paint or stencil or something, or collage. I love collaging journal covers. Do I have my Christmas one? Oh yeah, this one I started during Christmas and I never finished it, but it's just so fun to collage, right? So it's just like bits and pieces of things, fabric and paper scraps and ribbons and all kinds of fun things. I haven't really done much of the back yet, but that's the kind of thing you can do with a blank one, right? Or I don't know, not blank, plain, I guess. Plain is the word. So those are the 3 that are excuse me, that are a little different than the rest. But then all the rest of them are I'll just pull them out so you can see them. All the rest of them do have the same papers, or not the same papers, but the same books, pages from the same books. So they're going to look very similar inside. You'll keep seeing the same thing if I flip through all of them, which I don't think you want me to do that. But I just want to show you the variety of the covers. And there's a couple more. This one's pretty. It's got the gold is a little sparkly, and the bird is silver. This is pretty. And then this one again, kind of on the, you know, the plain cover, so total canvas, whatever you want to do with it. This is a nice little decorative cover. Sweet little book. And again, same papers inside as usual. Again, 3 signatures on these, 9 folded in each signature, so 36 per signature to play with. Okay, and then there's some littles too. I have some little ones. Same amount of paper, just little book covers. These are so cute. I had a big shipment of these because I made them for bridesmaids. Someone was having the bridal party over and wanted to give a little gift to everybody. So this is like 4.5 by 7-ish. So they're little, super cute. They're kind of, the gold is shimmery. Again, the 3 signatures, same amount of papers. I did 9. I'll flip through one. These, I had some left over since the bridesmaids went to a vineyard. I had this cute printable. And so the cover papers are all these kind of like wine theme. It's not wine theme throughout. It's just that the cover pages I thought were super pretty artwork. I'll try to find the artist from these and link that. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. Okay, so there's 3 of them, and they're 9. There's the backs of all of them, and the bigger ones I flipped a little bit to give you a little extra space. And then here's another one with that wine kind of theme. And here's the last one. These are just pretty, just kind of quirky. But if you like wine, they are super sweet. So there's 3 of those, very similar. Again, I took pages from the same books, but all the papers are going to be a little different, even if they're from the same book. This is the same wine theme paper. Cute, right? I love those. Sammy, if you're watching, I have more. I reached out, didn't hear back from you, but I do have more. This is a cute green one. Maybe you have a friend, you don't know what to get her for her birthday. She likes wine. This would be perfect. That's super cute. All right, so that's really all I wanted to do was show you. I'm going to get these in the shop, probably in one listing. We'll see. It depends on how many pictures Etsy will let me upload all at once. So that's what's going to be telling. But yeah, that's all I'm up to today. Going to make that listing. This I just finished for someone, Anna Green Gables. So such a cute book cover, and she just had a request for envelopes, and I had never like tried to incorporate a lot of envelopes before, so I'll kind of show you what I did there. So this is like the first one. I put a couple envelopes in. So there's a spot here, and then there's a little pocket here, and because it's kind of hidden, I just put a little sign in there so she knows it's in there. And then this one is a little envelope here. And the other sides. Here's the other side of the one, and it's kind of a little smaller pocket, but still. And then it can tuck in here, and you can obviously put it in there. So that's the envelopes in the first signature. Second signature, I just put this one in. So she can tuck things in there. And I don't want to lift that up. Here. Okay. And the other side is this one. So I sealed it closed where an envelope normally opens, and then I trimmed off this side so she can have things to easily put in here. This would be too awkward to try to get papers in here. So I sealed that off with some glue and washi tape, and then this one's open for her. And the other side of that one. And then the last signature. These are cute. These are so cute. I hope she doesn't mind bugs. If you mind bugs, you can easily cover this up. Obviously, turn it into a little pocket, or use stickers or something. You can. Y'all are creative. You're gonna figure it out. If you don't like the bug, you know how to get rid of it. I know. This side open to whatever she wants to put in there. And then the other side of that one is a little airmail envelope that I attached the flap to the paper so it opens out, and it's a little easier to get stuff in there. And then, yeah. That, I believe, is, oh no, here's the other side of the first envelope I showed you. This one's so pretty. So sweet. So, yeah, so you know, even though they come undecorated, whatever, you can still request things like that. Like if you want envelopes, tell me what envelopes. If you want no flowers, just tell me no flowers. I can figure all that out. Okay, so that's that. What else? What else is on my desk this morning? Oh, last night I finally watched Song Sung Blue, the tribute to Neil Diamond couple. Oh God, it was so good. So good. It was sad though. Like, I don't know if you guys saw it yet. I don't want to give anything away. But oh my gosh, I just was crying throughout the whole thing. but it was so good. The acting was good and the music was so good. I highly recommend, even though it was sad. But when I'm watching it, I was watching it on my laptop because that's the only place I have so it was Peacock. So I'm on my laptop and I'm just at my craft desk. So I wanted to do something with my hands. So I picked up some napkins and just kind of put them on some papers. Just, I don't know, it'll be a tag or a pocket. I'm envisioning. That's what I'm thinking. So napkin on something decorative, so it's kind of showing through. You see the table? It looks like it's a trig log table. Yeah, so the little numbers and stuff are showing through it. On the back, space for writing in case it turns into a tag. And then here's another one I did. I just put it down on music paper. And then on the back, I did just some blank kind of, not blank, I always use the word wrong. They're not blank. There's lots of lines and dots and grids, but no words. You know, you can do your own writing. Again, this will probably end up being a tag or a pocket. So that's the kind of thing I like to do when I'm just kind of sitting at the craft desk and watching a show or a movie. I just finished The Burbs too. That was cute. That was on Peacock. And what else? Oh, It's All Her Fault. That was good too. So when my house is watching sports on TV, I come up here and watch something fun on the laptop. The other day after the video, I said I was going to come back on and maybe play in my journal. Well, that didn't happen. I made a master board instead. So that's kind of fun. And again, these can be further decorated. You know, they're kind of neutral now, even though it's colorful. They're pretty neutral, and then you can just make them whatever theme, you know, the journal is. Add some washi or some stamps, maybe some of that modeling paste or molding paste, stencils, all kinds of things. It could even be a cover, right? You could fold it and it could turn into a cover. So that was fun. And then I had a whole bunch of strips from making the last batch of journals there that I showed you. So I took just some strips and put them down all the same way. And then what I think I'm going to do with it is cut them this way so that I have little, you know, little kind of, I don't know, almost like a snippet roll of just various little things, which then you can further decorate with a you know, sticker or stamp or something fun, washi, paint, like whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'm up to. That's what's on my craft desk today. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Those journals that I showed you will probably be in the shop, I don't know, in the next couple hours or so. It's like 9:30 on Saturday. So yeah, so I hope you guys come over to the Etsy shop and take a peek. And remember that I can take any cover that's in my shop and I can turn it into a journal. And I could decorate it for you if you need a little help getting started. Or I can make it totally blank pages or some pretty pages like in here with a mix of writing and pretty. Yeah, let me know. Comment below if you have any ideas for me for videos or for journal themes or something fun to do together. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and saying hi. Okay, bye-bye.